Your enemy is afraid of you learning what you're capable of. Many years ago, I was coaching youth football, and I remember this kid. His name was Joshua Jackson. Super fast, athletic, strong, but he had behavioral issues. There was a lot of stuff going on at home. He had a diagnosis of probably ADHD. He had something, I forget what his mom said. But Joshua had talent. Nonetheless, it was very hard to get him to do what I asked him to do, or for anyone for that matter. Now, typically in football, you put your best players on the first string and the not so best players on the second string. However, I wanted to ensure a strategy, being that I was over defense, to make sure we didn't just get outright annihilated when the second string kids went in there. Now, I had quite a few gaps or holes in the defense with certain people that just couldn't play or weren't ready to play football yet. They were still learning and growing and kind of moving into their own bodies. I think they were either 10 or 12-year-old kids. But nonetheless, Joshua Jackson, he's upset that I have him on second string. And he's not understanding why he can't be on the first string because there's so much pride in the name and the title of first string. But what he doesn't understand is I'm terrified of the other team finding out that we have multiple deficiencies on the second team. And they could literally just run right through us if they wanted to, if they found out our weakness. So what I'm saying here is Joshua Jackson, I put him in on second string because the first string, they communicated, they could hear me call the plays from the sideline. We didn't have to huddle up. They knew how to run that way. And I used Joshua as this tool to put fear in the other team. And I remember looking at the coaches after I would almost always call a blitz play because that's what he liked to do. He'd run around, do whatever he wanted to do, get to the ball, hit somebody really hard. So we put in the second string players. And then here comes the blitz. Joshua Jackson comes out the back and wham, lays the kid out. And I see the coaches go, mouth, that's their second string? It's like, who? The enemy does the same thing. He's terrified of you running the ball right down his throat, right down the deficiencies that are there. So he sends something or someone at you to get you to freak out. Here's another case in point. I'm in college. Freshman year, still coming off of football body build. Personal record of 300 bench press, 580 on the squat, 190, probably 195 pounds at that time, 5'11", according to whatever pinch test that they did, 4% body fat. So just to give you the picture, I'm a pretty good size athlete. And we start playing football on this big field, tackle, no pads. And what people don't know is in my mind, I'm terrified of this guy named Casey Dewar. Why? Because everybody had been talking for months, if not weeks, about this guy playing rugby. Oh, this is a rugby guy. He's tough. And he's shorter than me and fluffier. And when I say fluffier, he's fluffy. Solid dude, but he's shorter. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I can't get laid out by this dude. This is a big boy, easily over 230. Like, he's shorter than me, round and fluffy, but he plays rugby. And I'm thinking, man, I cannot take a hit from him. I cannot get laid out by him. So what I did is I loaded up the very first time he caught the ball, the very first time, and I'm in his proximity, I hit him as hard as I possibly could. So much that it actually hurt my own collarbone for like a week or two. But I hit him so hard, I remember seeing his head just jerk. His hair flew. And the rest of the game, he was terrified to catch the ball when he saw me near. He would drop it. Not intentionally, but he'd see me and he'd drop it. My point again, the enemy will come at you with everything he's got just to get you to put your eye on him. Sink and stop walking on the water. Drop the ball. Use whatever analogy you want. We have to remember that we are seated with Christ and we fight from victory, not for it. If we are walking with the Holy Spirit, and I don't mean walking like, yeah, I like Jesus, truly submitting yourself to the Holy Spirit, binding, rebuking, and puking, cleansing yourself, deliverance, like the whole everything, mind in the right place. When you are walking with Christ, you have all the authority that you will ever need. The question is, will you execute it? Will you walk in that authority? Will you even allow the Holy Spirit to exercise that authority in your own life? When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Lord will raise a standard against him. He will hit you as hard as he can. but that's as hard as he can hit. Remember, if God before you, who can stand against you? Keep fighting, keep going, and stand. The game is already won, and it's already over. To God be the glory.